at HSN.
Have we not sold these together?
So much fun. You know how we like to say in shoes, like, why should we sacrifice style for comfort? Same thing for your bedding. This is glamour and yummy coziness all in one, because take a look. We took our #1 fabrication, which is that soft and cozy material, and we added this really wonderful glitter hem. You will get that little sparkle on the pillow sheet, on the hem of the pillowcases, and also on the flat sheet. And here's the thing, it's not scratchy, because on the picture I thought it was sequins, and I was like, how am I supposed to sleep with sequins? It's not scratchy, it's not gonna be a problem. It's blended in to the fabric, and today you paid $29 for all 3 pieces. Remember, it's a flat sheet, a fitted sheet, and 2 pillowcases. If you're picking up the twin, you'll get 1 of those today. But Ellen, you know, there are a few options when it comes to winter bedding.
Right.
And a lot of people don't like flannel, and a lot of people do not like the fleece.
Yes.
This is softer and yummier and stretchier.
This is plush. This is micro plush at a lightweight. So you have the softness of soft and cozy over your body, under your body, which to me the fitted sheet is worth the entire thing. Look at this. It's like sleeping on a big oversized teddy bear. It is the softest thing, and the pillowcases. And then to make it even sweeter, we added this beautiful glitter, which I'm gonna start by saying, you're not gonna wake up covered in glitter. This is embedded. It doesn't come off. You don't feel it. It's just a beautiful, it's almost like a icing on the edge of your sheet. It's beautiful.
It looks like a glittering night sky. I mean, look how pretty. So let's do colors right away.
I love the colors in this. There's so many beautiful colors, and I'm gonna start with our only print, which is our leopard. And on the leopard, we did a black glitter hem on this. So it's like leopard you've never seen before.
Cute.
And these are beautiful. I mean, look at it. Look at the way it takes the color, this fabrication. You can just see the softness through your screen. So there's a leopard. This is that beautiful taupe. And it's like that gray beige. You know what I mean? It's not so brown, because look at it with the gray. These to me also remind me of metallics. So if you decorate with metallics, it works the same way, where it goes with any decor. So there's your warmer, here's your cooler in the gray. Then we have this antique white.
Oh, only 80. Final 80 remaining in that one. Oh, that's so pretty.
Isn't it so pretty? That little hint of sparkle there.
It looks like a fresh fallen snow.
Yes, I love it.
So pretty.
So there's your ivory. Then we have your aqua or teal. And then we have navy on the bed. Such a deep saturation of color. These are washable. They don't fade. They don't shrink. They don't wrinkle.
I can't believe that you don't feel any difference. There's no glitter that's coming off on my hands. No. I mean, that's smart.
It really is. And then we have that rich plum, and we have the red.
So on hsn.com, 86% of the people that reviewed it recommended this. So high scores on this one. And remember the value here, because you're getting an entire way to dress a bed. It is an entire set of winter bedding. And a lot of times our winter bedding is either scratchy, or we don't like it, or it gets all that static and we hate the way it feels, or it has reindeer on it, or penguins on it.
Candy canes, right?
I mean, how nice is this? Because you could leave this on all year round, because it's really that special and
These sheets are a little bit addictive, I will say. And I will say too, you know, when we introduced these, I have not seen micro plush sheets anywhere else. And if you shop with Soft and Cozy, this line started with that cozy plush blanket that you'll see next. But it's grown to all these different items. In fact, the sheets came from a customer who had bought a couple of our blankets and made her own sheet set, because she wanted that kind of softness head to toe. This is warmth without weight. And one thing, if you've owned these before, we've actually made them better. We double brush them. So now you have that same softness on the underside
of your... It's like a giant baby blanket that you have cocooned yourself in. Here's the thing, we took $20 off. These were normally $49.95, and they were very highly reviewed. We took the $20 off. Now it's a full set for less than 30 bucks. FlexPay means you can try it out, bring it out for the first payment of $7.49, but it's glamour and comfort. It's practical glamour. A lot of times glamour is uncomfortable.
Oh my gosh, and you know
this
what?
This is practical.
This is practical, but it's also just so cozy. And when it's cold out, you don't want to climb into a bed that wakes you up. A bed that's so cold that when you hit the sheets, you're fully awake. You don't want to climb into a bed that you're piling blanket on blanket on blanket to try to stay warm, and you don't want to have to run your heat so high every night. You know, sheets can make a huge difference, especially something like this.
Agreed.
Because in the winter, your skin is dry, it's extra sensitive.
I don't really,
baby soft.
and I know to each his own, right? But I don't like the feeling of flannel. I just don't like it.
Right.
I like how it looks. I like the textures.
It has that brushing.
But I don't like the way it feels on my skin. Maybe that's just me. There aren't a lot of options on
and you
winter
know what?
bedding.
There's some bad flannel out there that pills. You buy it, it lasts a season, right? What's different about these, if you own any of our soft and cozy, you know it launders beautifully, it dries super fast, it really holds its color, and they last for years and years. The other thing I want to mention, I know we want to show that pretty bed over there. First of all, these have a little stretch in them. Yeah. They are so, it's easy to make the bed. You don't have to worry about wrinkles. You don't have to worry about things fading. They have a deep pocket. They have that 17-inch accommodation, elastic all the way around. Look, it's like lined in velvet.
By the way, navy has been the most popular right now, but any one of these, you know, think about the energy that you want in your bedroom, maybe when you come in at night. You know, do you love that kind of monochromatic look where there's soft creams? Do you love plush and like opulent jewel tones? What is the vibe you're trying to set in your bedroom? This is $20 off. It's a great opportunity price. In fact, Helen and I were trying to figure out if we had ever done a lower price, and I think this is the price. We've never dropped the price on these. So choose your color today. Remember, you have that silver, we have leopard, antique white, last call, taupe. I think we have a teal, a plum, a deep red, and a navy. Doesn't matter if you choose the twin, full, queen king, or California king. Everybody's paying the same price. So it really matters when you're trying to fill your home with those wonderful cold, you know, cold season essentials, or those yummy textures where you want everything to be warm and inviting. This is a steal.
Gosh, if you have that cold bedroom, if you know someone who is bed bound, who is spending a lot of time in bed, this is one of the best gifts you can give someone. The gift of comfort, the gift of coziness. Maybe it's the air mattress that you used over the holidays and it's plasticky and cold and you really want to make it cozy. These will do that. There's a touch of elegance. You won't notice any difference in the feel or the way that they launder or last. And this is the silver, it's the gray, it's that pretty, it looks like spun silver. The teal on the bed, which has such great color saturation. And I love that, you know, if it's still cold where you are in March, you can have one of these beautiful, elegant colors on your bed and not feel like the winter doldrums. I wouldn't miss these. You can't get these anywhere else, Leslie. They're exclusive.
And here's the thing, remember that sparkle, look at this. It doesn't come off. It's woven in, it's melted into that yummy fleece.
Gosh. And I wish you could see all these colors on the bed.
And you know what? A lot of times having just that little bit of glitz and glam is not really practical, right? You never, I thought it was sequins when I saw it on hsn.com. And I said, how are people gonna sleep with sequins up against their face? Not at all, not coming off, not scratchy. In fact, you won't even tell the difference from the rest of the body of the sheet set. And remember,
Valentine's Day, would that not be the prettiest thing?
I like your thinking.
I know.
All colors still available, but that antique white, that's gonna be the next to go. So if you want it, place your order. 669094 is your item number. If you missed the top of the show, final quantities available on our Turkish towel set. You're getting 8